better than 100,000 on hand at the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Napa 500. All on their feet now as the field comes down for the start. 4 races to go to decide who'll be the NASCAR Winston Cup champion. Tony Stewart brings him to the green.
And it's great to go to a racetrack where the outside line doesn't have to worry about running over someone to get to the bottom. Just drive in on the outside. It's going to stick.
Remember, 5 bonus points for leading a lap in the championship. So Jimmy Johnson would like to get that out of the way early. Not this lap. Stewart pokes out in front. Stewart leads. Johnson is second. McMurray edges out ahead of Martin for third. It's Ryan Newman in fifth. Side by side for sixth, Jeff Gordon and Kurt Busch. Martin slides wide. Newman ducks under him. That'll be fourth place.
All Mark did was move up the hill about 3 or 4 feet, but that was enough for Ryan Newman to stick that nose in there. And now all of a sudden, Mark Martin losing 2 or 3 more spots.
Ricky Rudd, one of them that looks like he's having a hard time right now.
28 car took the green flag in 10th place. He's running 12th right now. Somebody that's moving up in the going here, Ricky Craven, in that tide ride.
And he ran so strong in the spring race here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, and he did it here on top on that outside groove. Ricky Craven, before this day is over, will be rubbing, almost touching the outside guardrail.
Yeah, I talked with Ricky some in the garage area this morning. Oh, trouble on the backstretch. John Andretti got nudged in traffic and pounds the inside wall.
Your caution will be out.
Andretti was 24th at the time.
And that's the second time, Wally, what you were talking about earlier, car's been on the outside back in the spring race. Someone was on the outside of Andretti, pulled him around. He spun, 3 or 4 cars involved.
You see John has dropped the window net, his signal to the safety workers that he's okay.
Well, physically he's okay. Mentally he's a little steamed right now, I would guess.
His car certainly is.
Let's see if we can see what happened. They come off the corner and...
Yeah, I don't know if somebody got in the back or not, BP. I think you're right. It looks like he got loose off of there. I don't see any marks on that back bumper.
Do now.
But I'm sure they'll give us a better replay to look at.
Ooh, Wally issues the challenge.
All right. Now we see the rescue workers trying to get the hood off so the wrecker will be able to pick the car up.
By the way, the poll we're talking about is if you agree with taking points away from drivers for violations found in pre-race inspection. Thinking back to when Rusty Wallace got tagged for the thing they found at Talladega Friday morning and Jimmy Johnson at Daytona before the race started. Check it out, NBCSports.com.
Kurt Busch going by, taking over that 3rd spot. Make that 4th spot. Ryan Newman is 3rd.
What do you think about that, BP?
Caution. Hang on. Caution for rain. Raindrops in turn 2.
No.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Alan. Tell us something else. Tell us there's a hot dog wrapper over there.
I wish I could. Well, we were talking about the .com thing and a couple other things. I've been monitoring NASCAR radio traffic to their spotters in turns 2 and turn 3, and unfortunately,
there it is on the camera lens. Michael Waltrip's car.
That's what they were seeing.
Oh. Well, doggone.
Not too good.
Now, what was your question, Wally?
No, about the situation with taking points away from, like, on Rusty's situation.
Yeah, I agree with it.
I don't agree with it.
Well, there you go.
And I don't agree with it because if it's before you get on the racetrack, how about all those guys that are sanding on their bodies that didn't get stickers? They're not legal when they showed up for pre-race.
Well, again, it's intent. They intended to go to the racetrack and run that piece, and the fact that NASCAR caught them before the race shouldn't matter. If they go to the racetrack intending to do something that's wrong, they should be penalized.
But they showed up with a car that they were intending to get through inspection that wasn't right, so they had to sand down the car. Why wouldn't they fine them for that?
And they might start down the road doing that. They just might start doing that.
Your opinion?
That would probably save a lot of work.
Yeah, it would.
Jerry, if they did.
And we are just now about to complete lap 19 of the 325 schedule.
And we're just about to start first series of pit stops. Marty, coming to you.
Ryan Newman running in third, BP. He says the car is very good. He says it's pretty neutral. He's not even rolling all the way out. The throttle's in the middle of the corner. Pit road is getting very wet. These guys have to be careful as they go around to the right side on Ryan Newman's car. It'll be 4 tires and no changes, Bill.
Tony Stewart on pit road in the 20. Jeff Gordon also on pit road in the 24. It's 4 tires and no changes for Stewart. Supposed to be the same thing for Gordon, just 4 tires and no changes. The one thing all the crew chiefs concerned about, all the traffic on pit road at the same time. Stewart's away, he'll lead the field off of pit road.
Well, I tell you what, Marty, you were correct. Pit road is wet. It is slick down there. Matt?
Banning 14.02 seconds for Kurt Busch. 4 tires. They made a slight air pressure adjustment in the left rear. He said the car was free all the way through the corner, but it was starting to come to him. He liked that a lot.
Check the camera at the scoring line at the exit of pit road.
Hey, Joe Nemechek gave Tony a run for his money there.
About half a car length.
So we're figuring the 25 got 2 tires.
Yeah.
NBC Sports coverage of NASCAR comes to you live from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's the Napa 500. 4 races to go to settle who'll win the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship. This one delayed by rain for quite some time now, but the drivers being called back to their cars, and we are about set to resume at lap number 26.
Back under the yellow here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Napa 500. Tony Stewart, the point leader, is on pit road. This is a planned stop. They planned this from before the red flag was withdrawn and the yellow put back out. So it's 4 tires and fuel, no major changes to the car. Basically just resetting themselves for the race. A few other teams on pit road, but none of the top front runners at this point of the race.
No.
Wow. That is unbelievable. At the track position, Tony Stewart is going to lose.
That's going to set him back around 35th in line. Other guys who pitted there: Kyle Petty, as expected, Rusty Wallace, Bill Elliott, Kenny Wallace, Casey Atwood, Dave Blaney. Ward Burton came in, got that problem all fixed up. And Brett Bodine and Tony Raines. And Mike Wallace. 42 cars on the racetrack now. Only one is out, John Andretti, from an early crash. 2.5-hour rain delay. The lights are on. The fans are on their feet. Let's see how long the weather's going to let us run this Napa 500 in Atlanta. Joe Nemechek, the leader.
Green, green, green.
And the fans in the grandstands gave NASCAR a round of applause when that green flag waved. Oh,
Ooh. Jimmy was trying out the groove up there.
he was trying out that 5 feet of wet racetrack.
Second place, Jeff Gordon on the move underneath Jeff Burton. And here comes Kurt Busch, last week's winner in the 97.
Gordon is going for the lead off turn 2.
Remember, Nemechek took no tires on his pit stop a while ago. It's a long time ago now, lap 19.
Newman going by the 99 car of Jeff Burton. Goes into 4th.
Speed shot's a little wet there.
That time by, Tony Stewart was 23rd.
Second place, Kurt Busch going to use the outside around Joe Nemechek. How about Stewart?
Last time by, as I said, he was 23rd. Watch this on the outside.
Whoa.
Oh, man. Goes by 2, 3 cars.
Oh, boy.
That was close.
That was close.
You see the interval from Tony Stewart up to leader Jeff Gordon. Oh, is he going to go 3 wide?
Oh, yeah. No.
Maybe not.
kind of decided against that wisely.
That 3 wide disappears coming off of turn 2.
Here comes Kurt Busch for the lead.
No wonder Jimmy Fenning was all excited this morning, huh, Alan?
Yep.
He has a great race car in that 97, but could not quite make that lead stick on Jeff Gordon.
Didn't take people long to get up and try that outside lane.
Well, sure didn't.
How about Nemechek hanging in there? Kurt Busch inside, Joe Nemechek outside. Second place, Ryan Newman trying to see which one advances quicker. Or more quickly.
Tony Stewart 17th that lap by. Wow, Elliott, Bobby Hamilton, Mike Wallace.
Wow. Gordon has found the traffic.
Yes, he did. He found them in a big way.
Tony Raines going a lap down in 74. It's Ted Musgrave in 44 being put a lap down. Ted's in the 34th position. Bobby Hamilton in 55.
Easy there.
Yikes. Remember what happened at Charlotte on the wet grass. Todd Bodine clipped it with his left side tires and set off a accident that collected 10 cars.
And Kurt Busch right behind these cars. Closing in last time. He was only, well, you can see, what, he's 3 car lengths behind the 24 car.
Oh, Hamilton looks like he's hanging on to that 55.
Yeah,
Huh?
thing's sliding a lot.
All right, so we'll see the leader come in next time. Behind him, Jimmy Johnson gives up 12th spot. Hits pit road. Second place man in the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship. It's under green. Lap number 86 for Johnson. 45 miles an hour is the pit road speed limit today. Bill Weber, here he comes.
Good try. Good try, sir. Look at my...
Getting coached in by crew chief Chad Canals. The pit road is damp. The stalls are mostly dry. Still, drivers will have to be very careful getting into their stall and then getting back out. A chassis adjustment. He's been trying to find his rhythm. The 48 car of Johnson has been loose. Dave?
Joe Nemechek gives up third. He came in a lap early because the leader, Jeff Gordon, came in. Joe saying, I wouldn't change much there, so 4 tires, no changes in the chassis for Joe Nemechek. Bill?
Jeff Gordon on pit road, 4 tires and a chassis adjustment because, as Gordon predicted, the car is starting to get pretty tight from the middle off. So it's a chassis adjustment, air pressure, long time on the left rear. Marty.
Kevin Harvick is too loose, Bill, so what they do is they take a pound out of the right front tire. Great stop for these guys, really quick on pit road.
Kurt Busch is now the leader. You see Ricky Craven coming in as Harvick leaves. Johnny Benson is the car with a white hood on the right that's also in getting service. Robbie Gordon, Terry Labonte, Mike Skinner also pitting. And I don't know if I said it or not, but Kurt Busch is now the leader after Jeff Gordon stopped.
And Ricky Craven in for service. They made a chassis adjustment. Craven was saying the car was tight pretty much all over the racetrack. The 5 car of Terry Labonte's in. The chassis adjustment for Labonte as well. He was tight, 4 tires. Remember, some cars that are pitting took on 2 tires on their first stop. The 97 is coming soon as to Marty.
Jamie McMurray having a very nice run in the same car that he won with at Charlotte. A little bit tight behind other cars. Otherwise, he's pretty good. They make no changes and 4 tires on this stop.
Bobby Labonte hits pit road from 5th place. 5-time Atlanta winner. Heading down to the Joe Gibbs team. And remember that the scoring ticker top of the screen, when they've made their pit stop on this cycle, their name turns to yellow. Bill?
Labonte and crew chief Jimmy Makar had a long talk during the rain delay just to be patient when this race restarted. Not much conversation on the radio. Then just before he pitted, I'm a little loose. I'm not complaining at all. Slight air pressure adjustment, fuel. He heads back out as the 97 comes down pit road, pointed for Matt.
And Kurt Busch relinquishes the lead. He's coming down for service. Mark Fall and the boys. Scott Radel leaps over the wall with the jack. Kurt was saying the car was loose. They're going to make a track bar adjustment. Also, the car chief, Sean Parker, crew chief Jimmy Finning, have also decided to go for an air pressure adjustment in the left rear. They're going to take half a pound out. Service complete, 13.41 seconds. To Marty.
And Matt, Ryan Newman stayed out one extra lap so he could get the 5 bonus points. It was a very quick call on his crew chief, Matt Borland's part. Give him credit for that. He told Ryan to stay out at the very last minute. The car has been very good. He said, I'd like to feel a little more secure going into 3. Just a little bit loose there, but they decided to make no changes on this stop. He said, it's not anything I cannot live with. Last time this car saw the racetrack, it finished second at Kansas. A little bit longer than a stop than they would like, but he's off pit road with 4 new tires.
And it is getting a little slick out here, feeling the sprinkles, but he comes to a good stop. His car was tight. He wanted the crew to make an air pressure adjustment to fix that. He's gone his entire fuel run now. Remember, he came in, had to go all the way to the back, and it cycled back around to the lead, but he had to give up the lead again. Crew completes its work on the left-hand side. Kyle leaves pit road.
Good pit stop, boys.
New leader, Kurt Busch.
Whoa. That's big loose right there.
Did I hear somebody say it's really raining off turn 2?
Yeah, I think that was Gordon, Benny, and Robbie Loomis just climbed down off the wagon to talk to the NASCAR officials about it.
And yeah, I'm monitoring NASCAR race control, and there's a lot of radio traffic between a lot of drivers' pits and the control tower, saying it's starting to pick up.
And we can see on the lens of our cameras it's starting to pick up. And let's face it, every one of these guys wants to keep racing, but you can't, not with these race cars and those slick tires.
Listening to race control, check with spotters.
Really hard coming off of 2.
That's Robbie Gordon's radio.
And if Robbie says it's raining hard off 2, it is. Because Robbie knows how to race in the rain.
Road racing background, other forms of racing where they do run on treaded tires and keep going in the rain.
It was too wet for the road racers. It's wet.
Still under green. Spotter in turn 3 says no rain. Kurt Busch is the leader. Jeff Gordon is almost 2 seconds behind him. Then Joe Nemechek. Mike Wallace. With a lot of sync on his pit schedule, but he's in 4th. Jamie McMurray 5th. Then Ryan Newman, Jimmy Johnson, Bobby Labonte, Tony Stewart 9th, and Michael Waltrip 10th. Back at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, caution is out. The second place man in the championship has just had a spin in turn 4, Jimmy Johnson.
Well, I don't think he hit anything.
Now, the real concern, will the tires stay up together until he gets back? We see the left front, the left rear flat. Will they stay together at this speed till he can get to pit road and change them?
Because if they don't, you're going to start seeing bodywork flying, because it just tears everything apart.
We'll pit this time. We'll pit this time.
And fenders are your friends.
Let's wait. Let's get caught up. You're on the inner liner, right? You okay, buddy? I'm fine. I'm just afraid the tires are going to come apart.
That's exactly right, Jimmy.
And if they do, like I said, he's done for, because you take the fenders off the car here at Atlanta and you're through.
They're going to send him around.
Where is the leader? 3.
Right front flat too. All of them are.
Yeah,
I'm sure all 4 of them.
Flat spot. You know, you get on the brakes here at Atlanta at 190 mile an hour, you're pretty much going to flat spot all your tires.
And the inner liner they were talking about on the radio.
One's starting to come apart. One of the tires. And here are all the leaders coming down pit road. The guys are on the lead lap.
19 of them on the lead lap. Dave?
Joe Nemechek's car was a little bit tight. They're going to take some air pressure out of the right front tire. A 4-tire stop for Joe, sending him back out full of fuel. Matt?
And the 97 of Kurt Busch slides to a stop a little bit off in his pit box. No adjustment. The car a little free, but they feel like as the temperatures come down, and the track will tighten this race car up. They're barely able to, they're going to have trouble getting the jack down. They barely get Scott Riddell. There he goes, Scott Riddell to Weber.
Jeff Gordon in the 24, Tony Stewart in the 20. Gordon's on his way, was tight in the middle. They made an air pressure adjustment. Stewart's car also tight. They wanted to lower the track bar, 4 tires and fuel, Marty.
Bill Jamie McMurray came in 5th. He was a little too free, down a very small half round on the track bar. Car's pretty good through 3 and 4. That's the best place they are on the track, however.
All right, the 48 cars.
Here we are, guys.
Looks
We're going to
like
have to make this a quickie.
Yeah, they are going to, because the pace car is still going in turn 3. They asked him the last time by where was the pace car? The same spot.
Left side tires first. Left side tires. We're only going to do 2 tires. I want to fix the damage on the left front. Left side tires.
I think they're going to change left first.
You would think so.
Wonder if he knows the right sides are flat too. Bill?
Well, guess what? They're going to change left side tires first. And obviously, that's because they don't want to get trapped by the pace car. Looking for any damage underneath that front left tire, looking in the wheel well, didn't see anything or nothing they're going to fix now. He's got left side tires. He'll have to limp that thing around and then come back in.
And he's almost...
Put on that seam. We're going to come back in and change right side tires.
Stayed on the lead lap.
He's going to have to hustle, though, now in order to be able to come back in and get the job done. Because the pace car is only about 300 yards behind him.
Okay, let's back up and take a couple of things in reverse order. First, here's the race off pit road.
Wow. Nemechek.
How about that?
Good race.
Gordon.
Nice job, 25 crew.
Hey, we're trying. We're here for the fans, right, Long?
Yes, sir.
Green flag. Green, green, green.
Rusty Wallace going to try and get a lap back from leader Joe Nemechek. Rusty, the first car, 1 lap down in 20th place. Does he open the door for the second place car?
Yes, he does. Here comes Jeff Gordon by Nemechek, by Rusty, taking the lead.
That would be lead change 15. All right, so everybody's got fresh tires. Everybody's got a full load of gasoline.
And Robbie Gordon gets under Tony Stewart and just pushes him up the hill.
Yep, I saw that. Tony Stewart got a little bit loose coming out of 2.
And there's Kurt Busch, the 97 car, going by Jeremy Mayfield. Jeremy is a lap down, the 19.
Ken Schrader's car just reported done for the day, engine failure. How about Jimmy Johnson, driver who brought out the caution? Restarted last on the lead lap in 19th spot. He's picked up 3 already in these first couple of circuits around. He's up to 16th.
Bill, what's he saying about the car?
He hasn't said much of anything, Benny, but Chad Knaus told him before they went back to green that the tape on the hood was just simply to cover the seam, that the fenders look good, the spoiler looks good, that the car looks good, we're going to be fine. So far, he's right.
But got a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. By Johnson having that problem and dropping back there. The lead was 82 to start the day.
Battle for the lead. Here comes Nemechek back. Nemechek, that UAW car, good horse today.
Going to slide up in front of his teammate. Look at the run.
Yeah. Gordon had to get out the throttle because of that, which gave Rusty a shot at him here.
Rusty wants to stay close to the front runners. If a caution comes out, see if he can get by them coming to the yellow flag and get back on the lead lap.
Boy, Tony Stewart had Robbie Gordon sideways in 2.
And it cost him a spot.
Because Kurt Busch goes by the 20 car, goes into 3rd spot. And here comes Ryan Newman, that 12 car. Weber, Tony Stewart's car does not look as dominant right now as it did earlier. Are they saying anything?
He's saying some stuff, but it's not about his car.
Oh, sorry. We'll be talking about the other drivers, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he's not real happy with some of his fellow competitors out there on the track.
Another car with orange trim on it, perhaps?
Ah,
Well,
could be.
This actually started back earlier I think Robbie did the same thing to Tony, but that was a little bit of a payback deal.
Oh, and you know something? There's no way Tony Stewart knew that Kurt Busch was out there.
No.
It was just luck that he didn't come up and slam in the side of Kurt Busch.
And that was a good save on Robbie's part.
Yes, it was.
Tony Stewart quicker.
A little bit faster than. Yep,
Yes,
there you
sir.
go. We have confirmation.
And you didn't believe me. Can't.
Actually, I saw that you were studying the timing monitor very intently. But I wasn't sure how quickly you'd do all the math to, you know, make that work out.
That's what's great about the monitor. It does math for you. It's the answer book right there.
Yeah. Oh, here he goes. Stewart's finally caught up with Joe Nemechek. Caught up?
Caught up. Nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
Okay.
Not only caught up with him, it looks like he's going by him. And he did.
Nice little slide job there. Tony Stewart back out in front.
And guess what? Junior has gone by Jeff Gordon. Moved into the 4th position.
So Junior, after having a little bit of a hole to dig out of here, is moving his way back toward the front. Remember, we heard about the lug nut that fell off the tire on the last pit stop that cost him some ground. More reports. Possible raindrops. NASCAR race control checking with their spotters out in turn 4. And some of the leaders starting to come in. Kurt Busch gives up 3rd place. Check that 4th place to come in for a stop. Matty?
And Alan, they are going to make that air pressure adjustment in the right rear to try to tighten up Kurt Busch. A good stop this time. He does not slide through the pit. They're going to take 1 full pound of air out of the right rear. Before they were talking about just a quarter out, but the car has progressively gotten freer. Scott Radel pulls the jack back. Service complete today.
Joe Nemechek feels like the grip is all gone on the right side tires. They're going to change those. They're going to change the left sides as well. Fill this car full of fuel. No other changes to the chassis for Nemechek. He comes in running 3rd. He had just lost 2nd to the 8 car of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Bill Weber.
Jeff Gordon in his pit stall on pit road. His car is tight. Same thing that's happened on the last 2 stops. They'll try and loosen him up just a little bit. Fuel in, come around to the left side, jack that up, give him 4 tires, and send Gordon back out with a clean windshield. Marty.
Bill Ward-Burton's running about 12th on that last run. Car's been pretty good, not as fast as the leader. It was a little bit tight. They put the wedge back. They also took a pound out of the right front tire for Ward-Burton.
A lot of guys in. Steve Park, Jamie McMurray, Ryan Newman, Rusty Wallace, as Tony Stewart stays out for another lap.
And Earnhardt passes him.
And Junior goes by him.
New leader. Go ahead, Marty.
Jamie McMurray just a little bit too loose. They took a pound out of the right rear tire. This team finished 2nd here with Sterling Marlin last year, and they will go to the left side now. McMurray is away.
Jimmy Johnson coming in. Bill?
And Jimmy Johnson's car has not been even close to what it was before he had that incident on the track. Going to give him 4 tires, air pressure adjustment, try and get him fired up to climb back up through the field. Dave?
17 car of Matt Kenseth encountered a lot of traffic on pit road. They're going to make a wedge adjustment for him. His car would not turn through the corners. It was tight. Matt hasn't been real happy with it, but he's maintained his top 10 status, finishing up on the left side and sending him out. Matt?
Down in the 99 pit, Dave, they are making a wedge adjustment. Jeff Burton's car is good. It was a little loose. They made the wedge adjustment to Weber.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is on pit road. Very happy with his race car. No changes. He gets 4 tires. He gets fuel. Running very fast. Now, Tony Stewart is also in his pit. Not expecting changes to this car either. 4 tires and fuel. They told him not to worry about the 8. They think he's going to be better, except at the tail end of a run. We'll see what happens.
What about that 20 pit stop?
Stewart is out first. Gets the lead back from Dale Jr.
And look at the 24 car. The 25 car goes by. That shows you those fresh tires mean so much, because just those 2 or 3 laps that Stewart and Junior stayed on the racetrack, they lost about 4 or 5 seconds to Jeff Gordon and Joe Nemechek. And Kurt Busch is in front of all those guys by a great deal.
Yep. So Kurt Busch is the leader, and he was the first one to stop of all those guys.
And get advantage of those 4 fresh tires.
So Kurt Busch leads. Nemechek is second. Jeff Gordon is third. Tony Stewart is fourth. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. is fifth. Dale Jarrett is up to sixth. Seventh will be Jamie McMurray. Ryan Newman is eighth. Mark Martin ninth. Michael Waltrip is 10th. Jimmy Johnson, second in the championship, is all the way back in 19th spot. Race for the lead in the Napa 500, tightening up here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. 97 Kurt Busch has the lead. 25 Joe Nemechek is tracking him down in some lap traffic.
It's Jeremy Mayfield in the 19 that Busch, the leader, has just gone by. But Nemechek has run this 97 car down, has made a couple of moves on the 97, but so far not able to get the job done.
Mayfield back in 23rd place, the 5th car a lap down, and now 2 laps down to the leaders. Strong ride today for Nemechek in the car that almost won this race 1 year ago. With Jerry Nadeau driving, they were at that spot on the racetrack, leading on the last lap when they ran out of gas. Bobby Labonte passed them off turn 4 and came to the win. There's Martha, Joe's mom. Without question, his biggest supporter. Most vocal supporter.
Oh, yes.
Fixture at the racetrack for years. She must get dizzy spinning around watching that car like that all day.
Oh!
Jimmy Johnson again. 17th place he was running, and he goes for his second slide of the day.
And this time the leaders were right behind him, and that put him a lap down.
Well, if you can spin twice at Atlanta and not hit anything, you are lucky.
Caution 4 is out. And the struggles for the second place man in the championship continue, Bill.
It's been another tough day for Jimmy Johnson. Came in second in the points. Another second on-track incident. Changed the right sides, come around, changed the left side tires off the start at the end of the longest line. But came in with such high hopes and such a positive attitude. But a frustrating day for the 48 bunch.
Oh, those raindrops we see in the lights?
Oh, that is raindrops.
Oh, boy.
It's raining pretty good down here now. You're right, Benny. Definitely some guys are going to stay out.
Who comes in, who stays out? We'll keep an eye on who might stay out while we watch the leaders come to pit road.
Oh, my goodness.
Nemechek was exhorted to get all he could. He came to a sliding stop in his pit. 4 tire change, no chassis adjustments. They finish up on the left. Now they will have to watch their car go slowly down pit road. Matt?
Kurt Busch almost slid into his pit box again, a little close to the wall. The car this time a little more to the tight side. Scott Radel barely trips over Andy Thurman's leg. They get the car up to Bill.
Tony Stewart said he's just a little bit tight, but would like to be that way under these conditions. Waiting on the left rear. He's on his way. It's going to be close with the 97.
I can't believe nobody
stayed out.
I can't believe that Kyle Petty, who was the last car on the lead lap, pitted. I can't believe it.
Right under the billboard. Oh, here he comes.
He was right in the middle of the track, too. Wasn't high like last time.
Well, last time he spun by himself. And
yeah, but he was way up high, you know, in the marbles.
Pushing hard to stay in front of the leader and stay on the lead lap.
I would guess that was it, because we saw Kurt Busch right behind him. Let's go on board with him and see what it's like to spin out about 170.
Everybody safe, be careful.
I'm telling you. That is lucky not hitting anything.
Did you hit?
Okay, pace car is off. Cars are coming down to the line.
Green, green, green.
Came to see a noontime race today, but they're going to see one under the lights at Atlanta. 100,000 plus on hand. Watching Kurt Busch try and fend off Tony Stewart for the race lead. Sixteen cars on the lead lap trying to settle this one.
Nemechek is third. Dale Jarrett is fourth. Dale Earnhardt Jr. fifth. And boy, Jr. is bottoming out big time going down in turn one.
Dale Jarrett challenging Stewart for third. Farthest up front Jarrett's been all day. And Dale Jr. going to get in it, make it a three-way scrap.
Jr. had aspirations of making it 3 wide off turn 4. And look at TJ do that slide job on Tony. Now Junior's going to try to do the same thing.
Caution for rain. Coming back to the caution flag. This could be the finish of the green flag racing today. Kurt Busch is out in front looking to make it back-to-back victories. He'll cleanly get off turn number 4 to the caution flag. Watch the rest of the charge to the yellow. Stewart will come to the stripe fourth. .246 of the 325 scheduled laps are complete, and we're thinking we're not going to see too many more laps.
I mean, rain might have won because it is starting to come down pretty doggone heavy, as you can see under the lights there.
We're pretty lucky we got it this far.
Yes, we are.
All right, the word's just gone out. When they come to the stripe this time, they'll show them the white flag. And this race is going to end in just 2 more laps behind the pace car. Reason being, the racetrack has gotten wet. They would have to put the track drying equipment out. It would take too long to get that all done.
It's about we can see how hard it's raining as we see the Kurt Busch pit crew, Jack Roush sitting there, all the Roushketeers getting wet.
Checkered flag is up. A little bit shy of the scheduled distance, but it counts nonetheless. Kurt Busch takes his 3rd victory of 2002. He wins the Napa 500.
There you have it, Kurt. You're the man.
Those guys were a big part of it today. They cranked off some great pit stops.
Yes, they did.
You going to try and do some donuts on the wet track?